Hello, I'm Anna Steingruber here at the Yaskawa booth at AHR 2025, a show all about HVAC, automation, and a whole host of other engineering topics. I'm here today with Tony Gabriele to talk about all kinds of things, so welcome, Tony.
Thank you.
So a little background before we get into some questions. Tony Gabriele is an HVAC application engineer for Yaskawa based in Oak Creek, Wisconsin. He has an associate's degree in HVACR technology and more than 20 years of experience with VFDs in industrial and HVAC applications, especially consisting of quoting, installing, troubleshooting, and support. It's a great bio, so we appreciate your time.
Thank you.
First, can you just tell me why redundant VFDs? What are they and what do they do?
So a redundant package is two drives. We have a primary drive and a backup drive. And this is something that would be ideal for a critical application. If you had, let's say, a hospital operating room, and we're running fans, we're pressurizing this room. We want a positive static pressure. We always want air flowing out of this room when the door is open or whatever the situation might be. And we always have to have that happen. If drive A is running, let's start this up. And now drive A is ramping up. We're running our motor and we have a fault. Drive A faults out. Drive B takes over instantly, starts ramping up. So we maintain our process. The technician can come down, evaluate the system, try to figure out what's going on. He clears the fault, resets the fault. Now drive A takes back over and drive B is sitting there idle.
Very nice, very nice. That makes sense. And so is this specifically better than a bypass with drive?
It has its advantages. A drive with bypass is exactly what it sounds like if you think about it on the electrical perspective. The bypass actually bypasses the drive by running the motor across the contactor. So the drive gives you the variable speed, but if you switch over to bypass, let's say the drive were to fail, now we run in bypass, that contactor closes, we have no speed control. We have a high inrush of current, it could be obnoxious, pressurized ductwork, noise, belts squealing, it's just lights dimming. There's a lot of drawbacks potentially to a bypass. The redundant system, because you can ramp up the motor with drive A or drive B, is much more, it's better for specific applications.
Got it. That makes sense. And so what are some popular options for these kinds of drives?
So one of the most popular options, and I work for the HVAC, or on the HVAC quoting team, and when we quote a redundant package, oftentimes it'll incorporate a fan array. And what that would be the ability to power multiple motors. So maybe 6, 8, maybe even up to 10 motors. And we could have these drives be 100 horsepower, 200 horsepower potentially. And so we have one package unit with the individual motor overloads relays incorporated into the cabinet. So the customer lands all of the wiring for their fan wall or these multiple motors, and they have the redundancy. So this would be a critical application fan array. They can run this more than likely 24 hours a day, as long as they have power, even if one of the drives were to fail. And in that situation, if one or two of the fans were to go down, if it was sized appropriately, the drives could ramp up the additional fans to make up for system pressure, to maintain a certain system pressure. So it really gives you flexibility in your design, I would say.
Very nice, very nice. Is there anything else that you wanted to tell me about variable drives or about this, what you're showing today?
Well, this is probably a type 1. This is a custom panel for the show here. We don't build these in a 200 volt class, but in the 460 volt class, we have type 1, and new for HV600 is the type 12 enclosure. We didn't offer that before, so that's a nice feature. And type 12 would be for maybe a dusty, dirty environment. Maybe you have some condensating pipes with water dripping that's going to be more tolerant to that kind of environment. So that's kind of a nice thing that we offer as a standard product now.
Very nice. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to come talk to us.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you. And once again, I'm Anna Steingruber. This has been Tony Gabriele here at AHR. For more information on HVAC systems or VFDs, check us out at www.csemag.com, or for more information at Yaskawa, at yaskawa.com. Thank you.